So can being honest with you change things? Hi, I'm Glenyce Hughes, and I get to facilitate people around the world in creating their dreams come true. How the heck did I get so lucky? So many of you know we are packing everything up. We are selling our beautiful acreage, and we are off to travel the world full time. Not just travel the world full time, but actually house/pet sit full time. Yeah, I'm so excited. The other day, though, I was cleaning out my paint room, like packing everything up, giving things away, selling things, like doing it all. And I took a picture of the room to send to my family, just as it's kind of like in a mess and half empty. And I sent it on Snapchat, and I walked out of the room to take some paints out, and I walked back in, and whew, I'll be honest, it was all the things in that moment. There was all these energies. There was sadness, there was freak out, there was don't do it, there was put all the paints back and pretend we never talked about this, there was excitement, there's just all these things. It was truly all the energies. And what I realized is that I hadn't actually been being honest with me. And this is something I've talked about in lots of radio shows and different classes and stuff, because it's such an important piece on our journey. I'm going to speak for myself. It's such an important part for me on my journey. And what I realized is I hadn't been. And having all of those energies come up in that moment, I realized that's how I knew I hadn't been, because all of those energies have been there, but I wasn't taking a moment for me. I wasn't being honest with me. I was just going through the motions, getting things done, rushing around, not checking in with me, not being honest with me. And so what I wanted to talk about today with that energy, or those billions of energies, is that when we don't do that, that is how we can, what we might call, sabotage things, like where we, in this, let's use my example. So we're selling our acreage, we're getting rid of things. And if I don't acknowledge all of those energies, I could very easily put up barriers to all of it occurring. And maybe the acreage doesn't sell, or we get like really, really low offers, or all of these things. And energetically, that can be from the hiding of what's really going on for me. So by me being willing to, in that moment, go, wow, okay, I'm going to take some time here, which I did. I just took some time in that moment. I stopped packing things up. I stopped all of it and allowed myself to feel the feels. And I don't mean like I didn't lay on the floor and cry or anything, but I just got present with it. I was like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, you know what? This is freaking me out. This is intense. This is saying goodbye to this home that I have truly loved for over 5 years. And it has truly loved us back. Like there's just so much gratitude, gifting, receiving, all of it. And it's okay to have that and to choose different anyway. Where there would have probably been a time many years ago where I would have had those feels, not maybe even told myself I was having those feels, and then stopped everything. So this is why I talk about how when we're honest with ourselves, we can change anything. Because that honesty, let's say that honesty was like, let's say it was hubby's idea and I'd been kind of going along, and then all of a sudden it's like I'm honest with myself about what's going on, and maybe it'd be like, oh, you know what, actually I don't really want to do this. Now that's not the case, but sometimes it could be. So that's why that honesty with ourselves, it is such a huge part of the journey, especially if you want the journey to be magical. Like that to me is a huge part of being magical and receiving the magic, because you're being honest. And it's okay to be scared. And in fact, I looked up a word. I believe it's pronounced frisson, which is like right between freaking out and thrilling. Like if you ride a roller coaster, that's often, and I think it's frisson, I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but that's exactly the energies that were there for me. And I don't mean by me acknowledging them, they just went away and all is fine and just carry on. It really was just a reminder, stay present, be honest, be with what is, and make choices based on that, not choices based on this is the way it should be, this is what's right, this is what I said I was going to do. None of that. And so later that day, I had a conversation with hubby, and I started it off by saying, are we fucking crazy? And he's like, yeah. Like, okay, good then. Now we know. I mean, yes, so many things, but I did want to talk about that and just really allow yourself to have all the feels. Don't want to make a story. I don't want to spend a week there, but be present with, be honest with where you are in that moment so that you don't sabotage you, so you don't stop the magic, so that you can actually be the magic that you truly be. Yeah. So if you would like some more magic, guys, I've got some As If by Magic clarity nights coming up. There's 3 different ones on business and one about fasting. So I've partnered with Miss Mary Rose. She is hosting me all the way from Dubai. We are doing it online though, just because right now leaving this acreage, we are a little bit busy packing things up here. So we're doing it all online. We have one at the end of March, and then we've got 3 in April. And to start it all off on March 21st, we've got a free Clarity and Magic in Business energy pull. So you'll find the link to that above or below. If you can't see the links, let me know. I will get them for you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm so grateful. I look forward to chatting again next week.